All right, welcome everybody. Today's going to be extreme balance. You might want to have a towel if you want a little extra challenge, and a book. All right, a book that you can stand on somehow. All right, so what we're going to do is warm up with some dynamic balance. Today's going to be all balance. That's why it's called extreme balance, is because I just want to do a lot of balance work. All right, so we're going to start with a little side to side. And what we're going to do is just shift side to side. Now, you can do this all at your own level. What I want you to do is kind of just do some side to side shifts. Now, it could be here where you're just switching legs, picking legs up, but just get kind of warmed up. If you can do more, jump further, maybe give it a little bit more of a pause. See what you can do there. Be careful again. You might even have two chairs, you see, on some of these balance things, but have some things close by to grab onto if you need to. Just keep going there. Good. Now let's go ahead and do a squat and then up to the balls of the feet. All right. So squat, up to the balls of the feet. And the idea is to kind of balance here a little bit. We always go to a little bit of a comfort level here. Try to go up just a little further and then come back down. So a good warm up at the same time doing some balance. You don't have to squat back far, and you could just do the calf raises if you wanted to. Almost there. Let's do a couple more. Last one. If anything, you'll end up falling forward on that. So that's a good, safe exercise. Let's go ahead and do some lunges with twists now. You could just be in one place, balancing like this, and just twisting to both sides. Or you can increase it by actually doing the movement, lunge, a little twist, and then back to center. So that'd be a little more advanced. And again, we're just kind of warming up. Give your body a nice twist for a warm up. That's it. Dynamic balance is when you're moving and balancing at the same time. Let's try turning to the other direction. So I've been turning to this side. And again, you can do it however you want. But I'm going to turn this way now. So it's stepping in and then turning in. About one more and then we'll switch sides. 4 or 5 on each side. Let's try the other side. It's a little different. A little harder maybe, huh? Let's do one more. Excellent. All right. Good. Go ahead and just do a little rotation here. All right. Next one's going to be a reach and a touch. You could even kind of reach and touch your chair or something else. You're just going to reach and touch and then come back to center. Now, if you want to advance this even more, you can stay balanced and kind of come back to a knee and then a reach, a knee, and reach. The idea here today is to give you lots of different balance exercise ideas. So you might not like this one, just cross it off your list, go on to the next one. So, or you can go back to the easier of this version, just reaching. Give me one more. If that leg gets tired, you can always relax. Let's switch sides. We're going to reach. I also call this the drinking bird, kind of like you're a bird here. Drinking. You can bring that knee up. Looking good. Give me about 3 or 4 more, whatever you like to do. Keep that posture the whole time. Excellent. All right. And remember that posture is your main thing that helps your balance. So if you have bad posture, then you're going to be a little more off balance in a lot of ways. So make sure you always have really good posture, chest up. That will really help. We're going to do the tandem walk next. So I have a hardwood floor too. I could always follow one of these boards and follow along that. But just for your sake, I'm going to go ahead and go side to side here. I'm just going to go one foot in front of the other. Again, if you're worried about balance, have something close by. So just a tandem walk, like you're walking along a tightrope, and then go back. This makes it a little harder going in reverse. And just go far as forward and back as you can. Remember that posture? It's a great time to work on it. All right, one more time, forward and back. Slower is harder. All right. In one of the last classes that we recently did, we did a prisoner walk. We didn't do it. There's some different versions. We did a little bit. We did this version. I'll show you that first, and then we'll do another advanced version. So you're here with your arms. And if you are worried about balance, it does make it harder to put your hands up or grab something. So do what you need to do. And so we're going to bring the knee up and then just step forward, kind of like a lunge here. Up, step, and lunge. And we can just go forward and back a couple of times. But if you have more space, you could go maybe 2 or 3 more steps. So now I'm just going to go reverse with it. Good. All right, let's try it one more time. Up, step, down. Up, step, down. Good. Now take it in reverse. Bring that knee up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Good. All right. And you don't have to do the reverse. You could even just turn around if you want to get used to that first phase. And that might be what we want to do for the advanced one. Is you're going to be here, up, turn the leg out and back, and then step. That's the actual prisoner walk, as an exercise name is what they call it. Out and in and step. So it's pretty tough. So let's not go in reverse on this one. Let's try just turning around. And we're just going to bring the leg up, out, and back, and step. Up, out, back, and step. And I might have to touch the floor a little bit here and there, but just keep trying. All right, you're gonna do one more of those at your own level. Up, out, back, in. A little easier when I go faster. Up, out, back, in. All right, I'm just gonna turn around and do it one more time the other way. Gotta focus. Excellent. Now, when I say focus, you want to really condense your attention. Focus your attention, try to condense it down to what you're doing. And that's actually what can make your balance harder. So let's go into like standing on the balls of your feet and have your hands out here. And you can kind of focus and really keep your balance. Relax the shoulders. This is just a good exercise in focus. Now, follow your hands, let your focus drift a little bit so you're not as focused on that balance. Focus on the hands as well. I'm looking at the hands as I go around with them. And then let's go the other way with the hands. So you can see how focusing your attention on something else can end up having your balance be a little bit harder, especially when it's a visual thing. So one of the basic balance things is to be able to walk forward and look to the side. And so if you're having trouble doing that, then you might want to be working on these definitely for a little extra. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the book that we have. So if you don't have a book, you don't have to have a book either, but it just is a little more challenging. Let's set it down here. And I'm going to stand on one leg with one knee up. And just see what you can do. Go for about 30 seconds. And when you're doing this stuff, you can focus on your breathing. You can always have the foot close to the floor too if you're worried about balance. Let's take one more breath, like an inhale and exhale. Good, let's just try the other side or other foot. Balancing on one foot. So if this is easy, you always can go back to the hand stuff, you see. For instance, you can follow your hands up, go back down, go out, look at your hand as you go out, and then come back, out with the other hand, and back. So I would just try to think about doing these. Let's try to balance just for 10 more seconds while I chat here. But try to think about doing these on your own and pick about 5 or 6 of these that you like. You can always go back and watch the video and pick them later too. But yeah, write them down, pick some out that you want to practice constantly. All right, go ahead and relax there. You can see the muscles in the leg get kind of work there. So let's go ahead and stretch for a second. We're going to stretch the calf muscles that get kind of used for the balance, because balance is a lot to do with your ankle mobility and your calf muscles being strong and everything like that. So just kind of stretch it out. And other side. So give yourself another deep breath. Hold that stretch for just another 5 or 10 seconds. Okay, so we're going to go on to a 3-way kick. Now you can do it with or without the book. I'm going to do it with the book. And all I'm going to do is go forward, side, and back. Forward, side, and back. Good. And let's do about 5 each side. So this is about 3 or 4. Let's do 2 more. You want to try to kick as far as you can in each direction also to gain range of motion. Let's go ahead and try the other side. Try to set myself up so I get some good range of motion here. Forward, side, and back. Now try to balance if you can. Then you start following your hands with your eyes at the same time, that sort of stuff, you know. Maybe not. But let's just try 2 more. One more. Excellent. All right. This time we're going to rotate the hips. You'll find that when you rotate the hips, it rotates your ankles. So that'll loosen the ankles up again. Just relax, because obviously you need to relax those muscles here and there. Other direction. All right, so let's go on to a warrior 3. So we're just going to keep working with this book. And warrior 3 is in yoga. I think I'll turn it this way, make it even easier. Oh, this is a book I really like. We're going to put the leg back and reach out. I can move the chair just so you can kind of see. But I'm just standing on that book. And you can do it without the book. But I'm just trying to reach forward as much as I can. Might even be good to have the chair in front of you. Or you can keep the foot close to the ground. But still try to have good posture. Straight alignment of the body. All right, relax. Let's just try the other side. I'll put my chair in front of me. It's kind of nice. There we go. One leg back. You can do it without the book too. So all of these that we just did with the book, you could take and do with the towel. The towel will do just here in a moment. I'm going to have Connor do the next section after this one. And relax. And I also wanted to show you that you could also do like all of those that we previously did, like the stand and reach with the book, that sort of thing. You can always repeat those with the book. All right. So what I'd like to do is break for a second from that, have Connor take over for a second. I'll go ahead and unmute him. All right, here we go. Okay, so Connor's unmuted, and I'm going to pin him to this video. But Connor, you can go ahead and get started with talking about what you're going to do.
All right, everybody. Let's go ahead and grab a chair. We're going to be doing some hip abductions. Make sure your chest up, shoulders back. Go ahead, sway your right leg. We're going to do this 10 times. Make sure your toes point forward. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent job. Now switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent job. Next, we're going to be doing single leg squats. Go ahead and turn your chair and then balance your left foot. Come back down as far as you can. Back up. We're going to do this 5 times each leg. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent job. It's a quick rest. Next, with the book we showed earlier, we'll be doing some step ups. Let's place it right there. And start with your driving your right leg forward. Just come up. 1, 1, 2, back down. Drive up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Won't keep your chest up the entire time. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Just switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great, excellent job. Back to Justin.
All right. Sorry, guys. So this balance class is so extreme, we need 2 people to teach it. Let's go and grab our towel out. Get your towel if you have one. Once again, you don't have to do the towel. It's just an option. All right. So we're going to do a 3-way kick. I'm pretty much going to repeat some of these so you can see how they feel with the towel. Not all of them, but just a few of them. All right. So you can put your towel, you can kind of bunch your towel up just a little bit. It depends like how hard you want to work too. You can bunch it up more and more. I'm going to bunch mine up quite a bit, so don't have to follow me on that. But I try to make it pretty challenging here. So let's just start with the leg up, kind of seeing how that feels. You can bunch your towel up lots of different ways too. You can always roll it up so that you're actually more challenged, like from front to back. That'd be more front to back. Whereas if I stand on it this way, it'd be more side to side. So you can challenge yourself in different ways with the towel, which is kind of nice. So hold for about 10 more seconds. And yeah, just keep holding while I'm chatting like that. We can just keep working. Oh, posture, right? That posture going. Couple seconds. And relax. All right, let's try the other side. Figure out how you like to do it. I guess you could even do your steps this way too, on the towel. Almost there. Give me 10 seconds. And relax. All right, let's try that again. I want to combine some of these concepts. Remember that shifting your attention and focusing your eyes on different directions makes it harder. So we're going to stand on the towel, one leg up, and then if you can, try doing the circles. You can see how it all gets very hard, much harder. And so you really can challenge yourself at exactly your level. So circles are pretty tough. Let's try some different arm stuff. Try just going up and down. That makes it a little easier when you're just going. And I'm looking at my hands as I go up and down. I don't have to move my head, but because you kind of want to use your peripheral vision too and work the strength of your eyes and all that. So now I take the one hand out this way. I'm going to look at it out of the corner of my eye and then follow it back. So these are a little easier than the arm circles. All right, that's plenty of balance on that leg. Let's try the other side. We'll try that again. Find your balance, reaching up and back down, out and back, other side. So if that's not enough for you, you can get into those circles. You can see those are a lot harder. Posture. Ooh, almost there. Excellent. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. I want to move on to some static balance stretching. So I'm just going to set the towel down here, scoot it back. We don't need that for now. Although you could keep using it or your book on a lot of these just the same. All right, so we're just going to go up to the balls of the feet here and kind of balance here with our hands up. So remember again, you always tend to go to a comfort level. Try to go up just a little further. We won't hold it that long, just 10 seconds. Take one deep breath. And relax. Good. Let's practice a little bit of our balance parameters now. All right, so we're going to lean forward a little bit and see how far you can lean. You could always have your chair close by, but see how far you can lean before you can step forward. Technically, let's say this is about 10 inches or about 12 inches, like the middle of this to the end. Technically, you want to be able to reach about 10 to 12 inches before you have to take a step. All right, so practice that. Take a step with both legs too. It's good to go to the point where you take a step because that's your fall prevention, making sure that you can save yourself from a fall. All right, so just practice on your own. Just kind of see how far you can reach out there. Let's see if I can go the whole poster here. So it is kind of fun to have something to gauge your distance by rather than just the air. I kind of like that. Let's see if I can just go from here to my edge. Yeah, so I would suggest even getting a ruler out for that one, kind of see what your actual is. So you might be able to be like, oh, I can go 20 inches before I have to take a step. And then do it next year, see if you can still go the same 20 inches. All right, let's do a tandem balance. Just kind of going back and forth here between some static balances still. So tandem balance, I'm just one foot in front of the other. This can be pretty easy. But if we add the hands and stuff, it can be a little harder. If you have a partner too, you have those balls you could be tossing back and forth, things like that. So let's go ahead and start with the hands. Just reach up and down, out, and back. So probably even better on the towel for this one. It makes it a little harder. I'm just going to do a few of these hand things, maybe about one more set. You kind of get the idea here. Up, down, out, back. Out, back. All right, one more time. And relax. All right, good deal. I want to just finish up with some stretching. Hopefully that gives you lots of balance ideas. I don't think there's anything I missed that I wanted to cover. Let's finish with one more. I got one more for you. We're going to do a little squat and a hip circle. Squat and a hip circle. All right? And this could be a good stretch too, kind of at the end here. Even give yourself a good stretch on that leg if you can. Turn it into a leg circle if you want. Almost there. So slow it down now. Squat. So speed always makes it harder. One more. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and have a seat. We're going to finish up with some stretching. Go ahead and put one leg out. Take a deep breath in and exhale. So remember when you're doing your balance, as well as when you're doing your stretching, that you want to focus on your breathing. And the best way to do that probably is to breathe deep in the belly. Maybe count your breath for 5 seconds inhale, 5 seconds exhale. Also, you could try to stretch a little further on your exhales. So just go a little further. All right, so let's rotate the ankle. Think about the things we need to do for balance. We want to work on the ankle mobility. So we'll rotate the ankle a little bit extra today, or in different ways. Stretch the ankle. Other direction. Good, point and flex. All right, let's go ahead and do the other leg. Put the other leg out, deep breath in, and stretch the back of the leg. Again, take about 3 deep breaths. So that means if you inhale for 5 seconds and exhale for 5 seconds, then you'll have done about 30 seconds of stretching if you do 3 breaths. Excellent. All right, rotate the ankle. Try to go all the directions around as much as you can. Other direction. Point and flex. Good, and then we've got one more for the ankles. We're gonna do out, and then have your feet pretty wide in. Find the right spot there. You wanna be kind of, you can do a little bit of each direction. Don't be too wide or too narrow. Good, now take and just let it stretch out the sides, the outside. And then feet pretty wide, we'll stretch out the inside. Okay, then we're gonna face this direction here, and we're gonna put one leg back, reaching up, and just lean back. Take some deep breaths again. So we'll do about 2 breaths here, but count your breath out. Okay, and then we'll rotate back. Grab the back of the chair if you can, and twist. And back to center. Do an inner thigh stretch. So feet are wide, keep the back straight, just lean into it. Excellent. Then we'll go this direction. Reach up. And then we'll bring both feet to the side, rotate back. Excellent. All right. So let's go ahead and do one more stretch. We're just going to stretch the triceps and the sides. Leaning to the side here. And other side. Okay, and then we'll do a couple deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. One more. All right, nice job, everybody. Remember to take note of those balance exercises.